Do you, coming back 4-1 against the elite team, do you look at that, sometimes losses are looked upon a little bit differently depending on the score maybe throughout the game. Were you happy to at least get a point out of that matchup?
Anytime it goes into overtime, we're never happy unless we get the second one. It's always a little bit of disappointment. We had a chance in the power play to get the 2 points, and the power play had some really nice looks. Leon had 2 really good shots there. Bouch had a good 2 shots, one that just missed the net. So, and their goalie came up big with some saves, but there was our chance to win it, and I thought we had our looks. Unfortunately, it didn't go in like the previous game, or two games ago. But, there were some things we liked and some things that we need to get better at.
Kris, 8 straight games since the All-Star break, 3+ goals against. Just a thought on, obviously that's an emphasis in terms of, cleaning some things up defensively for your group right now.
Yeah, for the most part, I think of those 8 games, 5-on-5 play with the chances that we've given up has been adequate, not high. Probably 2 of them definitely could be better. The game against Boston definitely needed to be better. You have to respect the opposition and what they provide and how they get their offense. But, good teams always are able to keep the puck out of the net. And we just got to get a little bit better at that. And that's, whether getting an extra save, staying on the box, getting an extra kill, and then just clamping down 5-on-5.
Stuart talked about just for himself personally, just trying to stay a little bit more dialed in, a little bit more focused. What do you see from him, practice habits-wise, when maybe he's not exactly where he wants to be in his effort to get there?
Well, I think, when we came back from the break, I was asked quite a bit about, the momentum, and things were going really well. And, I think a lot of things that didn't really affect it too much. The penalty kill, yes. And I think Stuart, through the month of January, he was the best goaltender. And, that takes out of his rhythm. He's been playing so well. And, I think as a team, we need to have a little more predictability in front of him. The chances that we're giving up too often, too good. And clean that up, just so much easier for him to play his game.
Kris, Nugent Hopkins still up in the air as to whether he can play?
Yeah, he's still at home sick, and hopefully he's good enough to be in the lineup tomorrow. You can tell that we miss him. He's obviously a good hockey player, and he provides a lot to our team, many areas. And, hopefully he's recovered and ready for us this weekend.
Kris, how would you describe Warren Foegele's role and the value he brings to this team?
Warren's very valuable. You look at how he's moved up and down the lineup, penalty kill, power play, right wing, left wing, who he's playing with. We talked about just how valuable Nugent Hopkins is and what a hole it is missing him. And, you obviously put guys to replace those guys and fill that role temporarily. But, wow, the game that Warren had the other night was phenomenal. Taking the puck to the net, defensive plays, hard on the forward check, a lot of good things. And, he's been doing it up and down the lineup, pretty much first, second, and third line, kind of what we need at that situation, and getting other guys going. And, it's nice to have.
I'm asking you to go back a ways here, but how much has he changed since junior? Has he changed since junior?
Well, when I had him, I only had him for half a season, and we had a pretty good team then. We won a championship. He was our playoff MVP, I believe, that year. And I remember Alex Sprinkin had more points, but Warren came up with some really key goals. And he was awarded that recognition there. And, for his play, what I see there is kind of what I see here. He's so good on the forecheck, and him creating offense, being able to take the puck to the net. And you saw, 2 goals, beating his guy, going to the net. He had numerous other chances. That's the Warren Foegele I remember from junior, and, that's what he's good at here.
However, when Dylan Holloway scored that goal against Detroit, did you think he would gain a little more traction in the last few games than he has?
Well, it's so much dependent on who you're playing with, situations. You get in ozone face-offs. Are you playing with Leon and Connor? Obviously, if you're on a line with those two, they're going to drive a lot of offense, and you're going to benefit from that. And, what's chances that you've created. If the goalie's made good saves, if you've just missed. There's so much. And I like Dylan's game. He provides a lot for our team. We're talking about getting bigger and faster and being more physical. And I think about his game last night. He was all those things. And I think about the hit that he had right in front of our bench. That's good. That's the other team takes notice of that, and they move the puck a little bit quicker and not quite as confident when you have some guys that are making those hits like that. So I think Dylan's doing quite well for us.
Do you want to see him be a little more physical?
I think as a team we want to have a little more presence, and I think how strong he is. He is quite an athlete. He's very fast, very powerful, and I would like him to use that his body and being physical.